Failing to coordinate and communicate. You want to have a coordinated financial and legal plan. And what does that mean? Well, it's making sure that one hand is talking to the other, your financial advisor is talking to your attorney. Are your assets and property properly titled in your trust? That's a big deal. Your trust, your estate planning documents are really only effective to the extent that your assets are in your trust. IRAs, 401ks, life insurance. There are a few categories of assets that don't go in your trust, and they're governed by beneficiary designations. Are those up to date? Are those consistent with the rest of your plan? If you set up a trust for your child, you may want to make sure that that life insurance policy, that retirement account is going not to your child, but to your trust. So failure to coordinate that, failure to stay up to date can cause major problems. Now, from a pure communication standpoint, does your family know that you have a plan in place? You don't have to share it with them. But if someone's named in your documents to step in for you if you need help, probably a very good idea to talk to them about that, make sure they can do it, to make sure they know where your documents are. Some questions I would have you ask yourself, do you manage your own investments, or do you work with an advisor who understands these issues? If you manage your own investments, it's really important for you to even be more closely aligned with your estate planning team to make sure you're doing things properly. And you want to make sure you're working with an advisor who understands the intersection of estate planning and financial planning. Are you investing in assets that make future tax planning more difficult? You want to be a little bit careful. There are certain types of investment products that kind of lock you in. They're not all bad, but there are certain types of annuities and other tools that are great in some situations, but maybe they're not so great in your situation, not necessarily only from a financial planning standpoint, but from an estate tax planning standpoint, where it kind of ties our hands for future planning. Is your attorney and your financial advisor, are they communicating? Are they coordinating to make sure your assets are properly titled? Are they talking to make sure that your estate planning attorney knows where you're at financially, to know, hey, it's time for us to talk about this new tool to save millions in taxes? Have you been coordinating to update your beneficiary designations? Make sure that your financial planner is at least in touch with your estate planning attorney to the extent you need to. It may not be that much most of the time, but there are critical times where you need to make sure one hand is talking to the other. Now let's talk about family and trusted individuals you name in your documents. Well, if you name someone as a backup trustee or someone in your advance directive to step in and make medical decisions for you if you can't do it for yourself, hey, that person better know they're named. You know, you don't want them to be caught off guard, totally unprepared. Can your loved ones even find your documents when the time comes? So you need to make sure, to whatever extent you feel comfortable, that you talk with your family. And one thing that is really crucial is multi-generational coordination. That's another big thing that we work with families on. Let's say you have a child with a disability and you set up a special needs trust for your son with a disability. His grandparents may want to leave money to support him down the road. If they don't know about the special needs trust, if they don't coordinate their plan with that, they may screw up the plan. We've seen it time and time again where parents set up a great structure for their child, but the uncle with no kids later leaves money to that child and didn't know about the trust, didn't coordinate his planning at all, and that money goes directly to the child, causing all sorts of problems, or we have to go to court to fix it. So you got to coordinate, communicate, and make sure that one hand is talking to the other, that the people named in your documents know that they're named, that you verified they're okay serving, and that they know generally what to do. Make sure your financial planning is integrated with your legal planning as much as it can be, making sure title assets are properly titled, that beneficiary designations are coordinated, that one hand is talking to the other. So if an issue comes up, if you're getting close to some of these key tax numbers, we can all work as a team to help you solve these problems. Communicate with your backup trustees, communicate with your family whenever possible. I know that in some families, that's a fraught thing. If there are challenging family dynamics, we can't always do that. Gilfix and the Paul Associates, we are true pioneers in the area of estate planning and elder law. 40 years in Palo Alto, we're very proud of that. And we've served thousands and thousands of families throughout the state of California, from San Diego up to Wairika. So we've seen it all. We've served so many different types of families from all walks of life, from just normal everyday people to Nobel Prize winners and to CEOs, but everybody across the spectrum. And I love meeting people from all walks of life, and we can provide value really to everyone. We've saved hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more, in taxes for our clients. But most importantly, our mission and our goal is to empower you and to provide extraordinary value and peace of mind. We're very proud of our place in the community and our place in the legal world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out our other videos. I hope we get the chance to work with you, but regardless, I hope you got a lot out of this video. I'm Mark Gilfix. Stay safe and healthy.